Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is a professional bout sponsored by Hockey Hydro. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your first fighter to the ring. He weighed in at 77 kilograms. He has a professional record of 2 wins with 2 losses. He is an independent fighter from London. Please welcome Kester Adaba. Ladies and gentlemen, now welcome his opponent to the ring. He weighed in at 76 kilograms. He has a professional record of 2 wins and 3 losses. Representing Maximus Gym from Camberley, Azran Quasid.
So our 8th fight of the evening, Kester Adaba, 2-2, an independent fighter from London in the black shorts, takes on Azran Quasid, fighting out of Maximus Gym Camberley in the blue corner, wearing the white Thai boxing shorts. Both guys fairly evenly matched on paper in this welterweight contest. And both guys, fighters we have seen here at the UWC before. Once again, you're watching UWC 18, the Uprising, live from Southend-on-Sea. My name's Josh Palmer. I'm joined cage-side tonight by Shane the Omen Omar. Good early exchange from both fighters.
Ooh, nice. Azran staying calm, slowly working his shots. As you can see, he's a veteran out of the 2.
Yeah, some useful combinations and bit of neck control to the Thai clinch knees from Azran Quasid.
Quasid gets the takedown. Straight into half guard.
Yeah, what he needs to look to do here is control the head, which he does.
As well, does it really well.
And flatten his opponent out, so this position becomes much more like a half mount.
Pulls into full mount.
Yeah, using it to move straight to a very dominant position. This, of course, pro MMA, so if he takes his time, he's got the opportunity to sit up and pick his shots and do a lot of damage early on here.
I think the best thing here for Azran is to just stay calm, slowly work away at Kester.
Yeah, he's basing out really well.
Doing really well there to hold his base, really well.
A sign of experience. It's one of those things a lot of fighters get a bit overexcited in this position. They'll flurry, perhaps lose the base.
Looking for
a key lock now. He really sprawls his hips back and bases out very well, doesn't he?
He's doing well there to control the full man, doing really well.
Working.
Again, looking for that key lock, as you can see.
Well, possible head and arm, if he can work it up to the side of the head. He's got to be careful he doesn't get too high here. Kester's doing a job of trying to work a leg back to half guard.
There we go. I think he should. That's the best here. I think he needs to pull that mount higher and posture up and land some clean shots.
Kester, I think, showing a little bit of inexperience there as he eats a couple of solid elbows. He really needs to be looking to get on his side and shrimp. He's eating shots regardless either way, but he's got to do something to escape this mount because it's a very one-sided first round here.
Oh, Kester there working for the... oh, nice there from Kester to go for a leg lock.
Looking for the straight ankle lock. He's around the calf, though. Trying to drop back to the ankle. If he can turn and put his shoulder on the floor, he can really arch his back into it. I think he's lost his grip a little bit here, though.
I think Azran's doing the best thing there to push away and try and make some distance for that ankle to get out.
Yeah, it looks as though the foot's about to pop free. Now who's going to scramble and come up on top?
Looks like this could work for Azran's favour, and it has.
Now this is a very offensive half-guard position if he can look to use it with your opponent's hip turned across your body.
Nice, very nice.
You can really drop a lot of weight down. You can choose your moment to pass. You can really kill a lot of their active defence in this position.
Going for a head and arm choke.
Yeah, he's going to have to free his leg and step off to the side to finish this, though. Kester's going to look to frame and really hang on to that leg for all he's worth. But it is all Azran Quasid from the Maximus Gym here in the first round. Just got to be careful with his hips. Block off that attempt to return to guard from Kester Adaba. Azran managing to stay very, very calm.
That mount again, he takes it again. Oh, and Kester's done well to pull himself free and land on top.
A little sloppy, just leaving a bit too much space for the escape for the independent fighter. Let's see if he can get some payback for what was a sustained period of top control from Azran Quasid. Do you think Azran's just working for a stand-up here, Shane?
I think he is, yeah. He's holding on tight, as you can see, and he's just waiting for the ref to stand it back up. I mean, Kester doesn't seem like he's working for anything himself, and I think maybe the best thing is for the ref to stand it up.
Yeah, it's not the best posture from Kester Adaba.
Not at all. I mean,
hips
Azran
coming out.
for an armbar there. Last 10.
That base sprawled out from Kester is really just putting his head and his arms in danger where they don't need to be.
Right. No, that's right. He doesn't want to be there at all.
But end of the first round. I think that's a fairly decisive round for Azran Quasid. How did you see it, Shane?
Josh, yeah, I see it the same, Josh, to be honest with you. Azran came out, took him down, spent most of the round in full mount, didn't he?
Yeah, good top control from Azran Quasid. Laying down a marker here in the first round. 2 more to come, though, in our 8th fight of the evening here at UWC 18. Oh, Azran asking for a touch of gloves at the start of the second. Kester kind of sucker punching him. Let's see if that fires Azran up. I don't think he needs too much firing up, though.
No,
he's
not at all.
Firmly in command here so far. Good combinations of punches and kicks, mixing his striking up. Showing some of that Thai boxing, as his shorts would suggest.
I think the best thing here for Azran is to land into full mount. Watch out for that leg.
Oh, he's got to be careful of the heel hook. Kester slipped. Oh, that is a tight grip, though. Kester slipped when he attempted to land that head kick. Fairly fortuitously managing to scramble to this leg lock position, though. Gonna have to be careful if Azran can come up on top. One of the problems specifically with going for a leg lock in Pro Rules MMA is you leave your head dangerously open for what are some very punishing ground and pound strikes.
Very open there, Josh, very open. I mean, he's not done much with it. Azran's again landed in full mount, as you can see.
Oh, and immediately moving to guard. Short hammer fist and elbow.
Yeah, well.
And Azran's just looked up, said hello to us, asked us how we're doing. I think he's having a good time in there tonight. Full mount again. And if he can keep this mount as controlled as he did in the first round, just complaining of his glove getting hooked up there.
Caught up there, Josh.
This is one of the better performances we've seen from Azran Quasid here at the UWC.
But Azran should let him roll and try and take the back position.
He's managed to get a gift wrap here though, Shane. That's what we call it when he's got Kester Adaba's right arm all the way up, wrapped around his head and gripped from the back, offering to give it up for a bit more forearm pressure. The only thing that could make this mount any tighter would be pinching the knees a little bit more perhaps, and grapevining the legs is the only other thing. But
I'm thinking maybe if he was to bring his mount a little bit higher up towards the head.
Well, he has got excellent head control.
I don't think that's right there for the ref to be standing up a full mount position.
No, I have to agree with you, Shane. A very odd stand-up from full mount. Someone gets to that dominant position, you've got to let the guys work.
That's right there, Josh. I mean, it's not very fair there. And again, Azran could use his leg kicks just to cut away at Kester.
Oh, really nice parry from Azran. Just saw the incoming punch coming and slapped it away. Attempted screw jab from Kester. Turning away from punches, never a good idea though, is it, Shane? It's always...
No, never. You've got to keep your eyes on your opponent.
The one you don't see is the one that knocks you out.
Exactly. Azran doing well there, just keep calm and just pick away at Kester.
Yeah, Azran, oh, good overhand right. Rather attempt to rescue himself really from Kester Adaba, driving forward, and Azran just sprawling him out, throwing him to half guard once again. Really, it's Azran's fight in every range here, isn't
definitely.
it?
I mean, he's winning on the feet, he's winning on the ground, he's winning on the takedowns. Kester needs to really pull something out here.
Yeah, it's never over till it's over in mixed martial arts. There's so many ways to end a mixed martial arts fight, to really come back from the jaws of defeat, but it's going to take something substantial for Kester Adaba here.
Definitely, Josh, definitely. I mean, the ref's looking as if he's looking to stand up again.
Well, I think Azran's doing just enough. These are only small shots, but they are small shots that are scoring postures to get a bigger shot there. One thing I've noticed Azran does is he never really postures to throw his shots.
No, he doesn't there, Josh. I've noticed that as well.
Yeah, he throws them from a sprawled out position, whether it be mount, whether it be this half guard. I just wonder if perhaps sitting back, trapping the leg underneath himself, and going for a few big punches.
That's right, he's not getting enough power in them shots to really hurt Kester. He's just peppering and winning the round, I think.
Possible electric chair sweep, perhaps, if he were to go under the leg. But I think there's some more serious groundwork fundamentals that need addressing from Kester Adaba here.
Oh, there we go, there's the posture. Takes the back, last 10, unfortunately.
Oh, just not enough time
at all.
Yeah, once Azran Quasid secured the back position, there wasn't quite enough time, but very much the second round like the first round. Takedowns for Azran Quasid, some good combination standing, and a very, very controlling top ground game. Not a huge amount of damage landed, but an excellent amount of control. So I think, Shane, it's fair to say 2-0.
Yes, I have to agree with you there,
Josh. Azran Quasid. Let's see what Kester Adaba can do to pull it out in the third round, which is coming up next. Start of the third round. Don't think Azran's going to ask for a touch of gloves this time. Straight out with an overhand right.
Nice hello there from Azran. Welcome to the third round.
Yeah, Azran Quasid in the white shorts, taking on Kester Adaba in the black shorts in this welterweight pro MMA contest. Good headlock control to the knee tap from Azran. See if he can forward smash past these legs. Going to be a bit impeded by the cage.
He is a little bit there, Josh.
How much time training against a cage wall should a fighter spend, Shane?
I think they should spend a lot of time, to be honest with you, because I mean, it is quite a big aspect in the game. You can use the cage to walk up against, you can use it a lot. I think a lot of gyms don't actually utilise it enough. Cage plays a big part in the game, definitely.
Top control again in, side control for Azran Quasid. Good right underhook. And stepping again to mount. That's the 4th or 5th time in the fight.
I think he should look to posture up this time, Josh. I mean, Kester's not as active as he was. He's not going to look to really pull anything off to get out of it. Well, they're saying that.
Yeah, Kester Adaba looking for the backdoor escape, trying to force Azran Quasid high and come out the back door, probably for a leg lock. Worst case, create a scramble. And exactly as you said, Shane, Azran starting to land a bit heavy at ground and pound now.
He can feel the Kester slowly fatiguing. Should be the
nasty elbow from Azran Quasid. A few more of them, and I don't think Kester Adaba is going to be hanging on too much longer. The crowd liking those, Shane, cheering in accordance.
They sound really nice sitting from here.
Looking for the head and arm choke now.
Yes,
he needs to.
Could be him here.
Yeah, needs to cinch his body weight a bit lower though.
Don't think he's going to get it from the back. No, he's not really got anything here, Josh, to be honest with you.
Good side wedge position for Azran Quasid, looking to keep some hip pressure on Kester. Wear him down a little more. This has been the story of the entire fight here, Shane.
It has been there, Josh.
Oh, he's got to be careful not to strike to the back of the head, though. Presented with that target, it's up to him to make sure he hits at least the ears forward.
I think it's 2 inches in the back of the head, isn't it? Is that what they say?
The actual ruling, Shane, is if you imagine you're wearing a pair of old school headphones that start at your ears and go over the top of your head, and as long as any part of the fist makes contact with the ear, it's deemed to be a legal shot.
Oh, okay.
Kester looking to get deep in on this half guard, possibly turn for a single leg. There are sweep options the other way if the cage wasn't there. If Kester can actually reap his leg to the side, he can turn the hips of Azran Quasid here. Not quite sure that's going to be in the arsenal of the independent fighter from London. And let's see if Kester can walk up the cage, turn himself into guard here. And Azran trying to hit back. Kester's got to try and get his right elbow back to the outside. At this point, it's a surefire route for Azran Quasid to take his back again.
Kester really needs to do something here. I mean, he's not winning the fight now. He needs to try and end this fight as soon as possible. I don't think he's got enough in him to end this fight.
So, we go to a judge's decision here. Azran Quasid, I think, soundly beating Kester Adaba. Really, all 3 rounds the same. Top control, a bit of ground and pound. Some good shots standing as well.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there, Josh. Definitely going to Azran on that one.
Yeah, don't think this is going to be a difficult decision for the judges.
Don't think Kester done enough there to win the fight.
Let's go over to our MC, Ian Freeman, with our official fight decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, the judges have made a unanimous decision in favour of your winner, Azran Quasid! And a big hand to our Kester